Now on CoastTV News.
Former Sussex Central principal Bradley Layfield's latest attempt to clear his name, the shocking details in a public hearing today.
Under new management, Rehoboth Beach is not renewing its Deauville Beach lease, what that means moving forward as Denrec takes control.
The Ocean City Police Department may be eliminating a program that's been around since 1910. What the loss of seasonal officers would mean.
And brace yourself for a very frosty February forecast, and the chill will bite sharper than a wolf's winter howl. And I'll explain why a snowy Saturday is also in the forecasting cards.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Sussex Central staff members speak out about a former student's lawsuit against its former principal. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with a trial-like public hearing held for Dr. Bradley Layfield.
The former principal received notice of his termination in November after being sued by 18-year-old Anaya Harmon. She claims her breast was exposed uncensored in a school fight video shared amongst staff, and she says a meme was circulated. Live in Georgetown at the Cheer Center is Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner. Mallory, other Sussex Central employees say Layfield shared the video to mock the situation.
Maddie, about 70 people turned out at the public hearing today that was held here at the Cheer Center, where Layfield petitioned the Board of Education to get his job back. Layfield's attorney referred to the fight and video as a, quote, racial incident, and says his client only shared the video out of a concern for safety. But during witness testimony, Assistant Principal Aaron Donovan, who pulled Anaya Harmon out of the fight, causing her shirt to come up over her exposed breast, even goes as far as to say she thinks Layfield himself made the meme. However, the meme in question was never found by law enforcement, and it was never concluded in their report that Layfield made it. Layfield's attorney Thomas Newberger argues that the video had to be viewed several times to be understood.
There's all sorts of constitutional violations involved here, okay? He's being retaliated against because of who his brother is. The First Amendment protects your familial relationships, okay? He's being retaliated against for speaking on the Dan Gaffney show down here. We have that in writing. You heard that today, okay? Those are just First Amendment violations.
We did reach out to Anaya Harmon's legal team, but have not heard back. But again, this case is about Layfield trying to get his job back as Sussex Central principal. There were no closing arguments. The judge will make a recommendation to the Board of Education in 2 weeks. Coming up new at 6, we'll tell you more about that judge, and you'll hear from some of the key witnesses. Back to you.
Lawsuit against Layfield and the assistant principal moves forward, but the part of the lawsuit filed against Sussex Central and the Indian River School District for this case, that was dismissed in January by the Delaware Superior Court. The judge ruled that the district wasn't responsible for Anaya Harmon's claims. Harmon has sued because a video showing her breast during a school fight was shared. The court said that the school and district leaders, Principal Bradley Layfield and Assistant Principal Matthew Jones, weren't responsible for this issue. However, Harmon's lawyer plans to refile the lawsuit if they find more evidence and is still taking legal action against Layfield and Jones for sharing the video.
Shots were fired early this morning at a home on Norwood Street in Rehoboth Beach. According to Delaware State Police, this was approximately 12:50 a.m. and a home and a few cars were hit with bullets. There were 4 people inside the home when that happened. State Police reports nobody was hurt, but they're still investigating why that shooting happened and who did it.
Former President Donald Trump facing a criminal trial in New York next month after a judge denied his bid to dismiss the charges that he tried to cover up hush money payments to an adult film star during the 2016 presidential campaign. NBC's Alice Barr reports also on underway a hearing in Atlanta over whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis should be removed from the Georgia election interference case against former President Trump because of her personal relationship with the special prosecutor on the case.
Former President Trump is headed to trial next month over his hush money allegations, the first of his criminal cases. A New York judge ruling today jury selection can begin March 25th in the first ever criminal charges against a former U.S. president. Mr. Trump speaking from the courthouse.
This is just a way of hurting me in the election because I'm leading by a lot.
That after railing against the cases at a South Carolina campaign rally.
I'm being indicted for you, and never forget.
The New York charges date back to Mr. Trump's 2016 campaign. Accusations he denies that he doctored his company's books to cover up evidence of an alleged affair with an adult film actress right before the election.
It's sustained.
At the same time, high drama in an Atlanta courtroom as the district attorney who charged former President Trump with trying to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results took the stand in her own defense. A judge hearing arguments today streamed live over whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis should be removed from the Trump case because of a personal relationship with the special prosecutor on the case, Nathan Wade, who was grilled on the witness stand today. A former friend and co-worker of Fani Willis testified the relationship began before Willis hired Wade to lead the case, directly contradicting the pair's statements about the timing.
If she lied to the court, she submitted something to the court that she knew was false and inaccurate, what else was she lying about?
Serious questions about the district attorney's credibility, now threatening a criminal prosecution against former President Trump. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
In your traffic news today, Reed Avenue in Dewey Beach, it's closed between Route 1 and Buena Street. It's going to be that way until March 12th. DelDOT says the closure is needed to install a new water and sewer line.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside right now into Laurel. That looks gorgeous at the moment. Sun's still up as we check in with our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams, to get a little update on not just today's weather, but really what's going on looking forward.
Yeah, if you just gauge what we're expecting on what you see right now, the looks would indeed be very deceiving. We are watching out for snow, folks, at least 2, maybe even 3 inches of snow in some areas. Right now, our Bay Health camera in Dover is showing us that we're holding at about 42 degrees at this present time with the winds out of the south, and that's going to warm us up a little bit. So we're going to warm up a little bit for the rest of the night, 42 degrees. Now, we change gears and take a look courtesy of our Tyndall view. And Laurel, we're looking at 45 degrees of winds out of the south, and we'll drop down to 41 by 8 o'clock and then back up to 43 degrees. So here's the bottom line here. Full stop. 1 to 3 inches of snow we're expecting really Friday night going into Saturday, but I want to give this a special title. I'm going to call this Cinderella snow because it's going to happen after midnight. So we're watching out for Cinderella snow for Saturday. We'll go into this fairy tale of things in your forecast in a moment. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Paul? After almost 50 years, the city of Rehoboth Beach is no longer going to manage Deauville Beach operations. For context, Denrick has always owned the property. It was leased from the city to the state, or from the state rather. But yesterday, Denrick announced that the city is not going to renew that lease. Live in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV reporter Elisa Weber is following this story. Elisa, one group in particular really anxious to know what all this means.
Charlie, today I met with a group of people here at Deauville Beach who come here 365 days, rain or shine, to play pickleball here. And they were shocked by this news and want to know what it means. So I met with Denrick today to just figure out what this all will mean for the future of Deauville Beach. And they want to assure people that the same operations will run, just under different people in charge. Susan Kenichi and her friends play pickleball at the Deauville Beach courts every day.
We love this beach.
Kenichi says she hopes this change in control leads to Denrick updating the court, since the organization will now manage Deauville Beach.
Our current conditions are pretty bad. Our nets are dry rotting, and we just need a little bit more TLC when it comes to the court.
The city of Rehoboth Beach had leased this property from the state for decades, all the way back to 1975. But according to Denrick, Rehoboth Beach commissioners say the city was losing money operating the site. Now that Deauville is back under state control, you will notice some small changes. Anyone looking to come here will have to pay an entrance fee, which will start on March 1st and go through November 30th. Denrick says at this time there is no set number for how much that entrance fee will cost. Since Denrick is currently figuring out the fee structure for the site, it says there is a possibility the fee season could be pushed back later than March 1st, which is when all the state parks start the paid parking season. One person thinks it will be a shock for locals if they have to pay earlier than the usual May 15th date.
Seems like the only time I've been here, the people around here are annual residents, so it seems like a tax on the annual residents, which might not be the intent, but it seems a little bit unfair.
While Denrick is still nailing down what the fees will be and when they will start, most everything else should stay about the same. Tennis courts, which double as pickleball courts, and beach concessions will all still be available. In addition, state park rangers and lifeguards will be on duty to keep everyone safe. Denrick says that its biggest challenge is figuring out the fee structure, and it's currently working with the City of Rehoboth Beach on a transition plan. Denrick also wants to make sure that people who come here to Deauville Beach are here for its amenities and not just here to park at Deauville to walk over to downtown Rehoboth. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elise Weber, Coast TV News.
Also being discussed at tomorrow's meeting, city commissioners set to debate change some of the ways they bring in revenue. They're looking at everything from meter and permit parking fees, gross receipts rental tax, property tax, and wastewater rates. All of this will be discussed at a special budget workshop. It starts at 9 a.m.
Lewis is also set to tackle its finances tomorrow. The city is going to meet to have a continued discussion of its draft budget. That's for fiscal year 2025, with presentations from city departments, including the police and fire departments, as well as parking enforcement. This meeting is scheduled for 9 a.m.
The seasonal police officer program in Ocean City could be entering its final year. The program has been around for more than 100 years, dating back to 1910. So why is it on the chopping block? Lieutenant Dennis Eade is someone who started out in the seasonal program, and he has some insight.
We're struggling to recruit. We're struggling to find folks that are interested in this profession and this job. And we've seen a drastic decline in numbers over the most recent years, the past 3 to 5 years.
Lieutenant Eade also added that while they used to get over 100 applicants for the seasonal police program, now they just get about 20. That's part of the reason why they might be ending the program after this summer.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what's your opinion on Ocean City considering full-time police over those seasonal officers? Let's take a look at some results.
Take a look at your screen here. You can say a large majority say they need more of both, more seasonal officers and more full-time officers who work year-round.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, you still can do that. Actually, you can vote all night long at CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. Coming up, need help filing your taxes? Don't we all? Details of an upcoming tax season workshop coming to the Lewis Public Library.
And venture into the heart of wintry weekend with the possibility of 3 inches of snow expected in some areas. I'll show you what I'm tracking in just a moment.
But first, how you can join the Delaware State Beach Patrol. That story up next.
At first, I use Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And with all the varieties, organic, reduced sodium, and now the culinary collection, it's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
As a veteran, you want to share your experiences with other people, and you want them to share theirs with you.
It's important for me to be here and tell my story, and if I can inspire one person, then I've done my part. It doesn't get any better than that.
Are you looking for a builder that truly cares? It's time. Personal service and attention to detail? It's time. An energy-efficient home with an array of customizable options? It's time. For over 32 years, Time Builders' dedicated team of experts have built beautiful homes across Delmarva with quality craftsmanship and integrity. For a different kind of builder, it's Time Builder.
Your RV and manufactured housing parts superstore is Brass Sales in Felton, the area's largest selection for all your RV, manufactured housing, and trailering needs, plus thousands of parts and supplies for do-it-yourselfers. Brass Sales makes it easy to get the accessories and supplies you need: doors and windows, HVAC, tubs and showers, plus faucets, fittings, and repair items. In eastern Sussex County, shop for even more at Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply. Brass Sales, setting the standard since 1950.
From the ground, your roof may appear to be in good condition, but what's really going on up there? At Precision Exteriors, we use cutting-edge drone technology to conduct a free 21-point roof inspection, detailing what's good or not so good about your roof. Got storm damage? We are experts working with insurance companies to quickly repair any damage.
I highly recommend Precision Exteriors. They've done 3 roofs for us and done an excellent job.
Measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Are you looking to embark on an adventure like the lifeguard you see here on your screen? The Delaware State Beach Patrol will be holding tryouts March 3rd. That's at the Rehoboth YMCA. Some guarded beaches include Cape Henlopen State Park and also Delaware Seashore State Park. The minimum age to apply, that's 16. Beach Patrol members receive nationally certified training. They also have the opportunity to compete in lifeguard competitions.
The Maryland State Highway Administration is rolling out a series of workshops this February and March. It's designed to open up grant opportunities for better walking and biking paths around the state. If you're part of a community group, a local government, or any organization that's looking to boost pedestrian and bicycle access, these workshops are tailored just for you. The first workshop is on February 28th at the Eastern Shoreland Conservancy in Easton.
This weekend's weather will be wintry on one hand, then dry and sunny on the other. This whimsical weather detail situation is coming right up.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
When you smoke inside, you're not the only one who inhales. Secondhand smoke causes cancer and heart disease in adults, and respiratory problems in children, and SIDS in infants. If you smoke or vape, take it outside.
When your job feels humdrum, you can still find that fun. I take a chance, I do. Or you spend the whole day working that 5-game parlay.
I'll take Philly +2.
When taking a chance becomes a victory dance, it's so fun to do. Or you go money line, it comes through, you feel fun.
More than fun, it's true.
Life would be dull if we never took a chance. Bet Rivers. Take a chance.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Vanna.
Vanna White.
Bam.
I got a Vanna.
You got a Vanna. Woo! I like this.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
Have you or someone you love experienced crawl space neglect? Has your crawl space been exposed to damaging moisture? Call the DryTech hotline now to speak with someone who understands the problem. We've helped thousands of crawl spaces across Delmarva get the result they deserve. Let our team mitigate the muddy waters for you, seek damages, and make it right. And you don't pay a dime until we solve your crawl space problem, guaranteed.
Call 410-543-4848 or visit endcrawlspaceneglect.com.
Remember, if you have a phone, you can call DryTech.
Delmarva's Rock Station, 93.5, The Beach.
Just in case you heard and you wondered if it was just rumor, no, it's a real deal. We're watching out for snow Saturday, period. And I call it Cinderella snow because it's going to happen after the clock strikes midnight. You get it? I'm glad. Now, keep in your mind the time frame that we're talking about. Our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City highlighting just how clear it is right now. You'd hardly think anything bad's on the way it looks right now, dropping and staying in the low 40s. By the way, if you're not already utilizing our app, be sure you scan the QR code right here in the corner so that you can utilize that. But if the app is a little too intimidating, we have telephone line that's available for you. Just call in and get your weather 24 hours a day. 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandelis, Brockstead, and Federico. By the way, we've had some people that have been calling and emailing lately about that. That does work. It's operational. Go ahead and use it. We do have a winter weather advisory. It's in effect for portions of the state just right outside of our area, technically. But technicalities don't stop Mother Nature, okay? She doesn't recognize borders, all right? We're going to see that bleed over into Sussex. So that, along with the fact we do have an actual gale wind warning in effect off of the shore, so we're watching out like 40-mile-per-hour winds. So the snow and the 40-mile-per-hour winds have bumped our first alert day status up to the red level, or the first alert level. So we have warm front and warm air that's going to begin to introduce itself to us initially, and we have some surge of warm air that's coming out of the south courtesy of the placement of the high pressure system and the clockwise rotation that's associated with it. So we're going to have a strong surge of warm air, and that's going to accompany a lot of moisture that will set the stage perfectly for the potential of snow. Temperatures are in the 40s. 40 right now in Rehoboth, Bethany Beach, as well as Indian River Inlet. So we're getting just a little bit warmer, just ever so slightly, just subtly warmer from, let's say, 24 hours ago. But it feels like the 30s right now. Now, the temperature is dropping and the snow. Those are our two main things in the forecast. Friday morning, 39 degrees, winds out of the northwest. Friday during the day, we get cloudy. Friday at midnight, we're okay. But then by 1 o'clock, here comes that Cinderella snow we're talking about, starting in Georgetown, Milton, and Milford. And then by 4 o'clock, we're looking at widespread steady snow. And then we could see some heavier snow in Millsboro as well as Selbyville. And this sticks around for Saturday morning, but then it's gone by lunchtime Saturday. So it's not an all-day thing. That's why our first alert day is just for the morning time, not the entire day. What amount? We're talking about 1 to 3 inches for most of us. That's it in a nutshell, period. And when I'm leaning more towards 3 for most of us, just period, because take a look at our latest run. We're looking at 2 along the coast and 3.5 as you go inland, possibly closing in on 4 inches of rain in Seaford. That's a possibility because this is really a big slice that's pushing through, but it's going to go through so fast, we got to kind of monitor that. Then with the frost and freeze, we're looking at hard freeze on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So the temperatures are going to drop dramatically. Look, we're going to feel like 17 degrees for Sunday morning, just as an example. So for tonight, partly cloudy as we fall to freezing. 44 for tomorrow as we build moisture. Remember, Friday night going into Saturday, that Cinderella snowfall is what we're talking about with a high of 42 degrees. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. Once again, a first alert day, but it's primarily in the morning, starting at midnight and ending by 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Paul. Heading to the coast, Dewey and Bloom will be on the table again at tomorrow's Town Council meeting. There's a project recommended by Dewey's Marketing Committee. They want to enhance curb appeal in Dewey Beach with colorful flowers and plants. According to Town Council, there could be a possible vote to approve the project. That's all happening at 3 p.m.
Coming up, are you wondering why generic drugs are in short supply? You know, the ones that are a little cheaper and easier to afford? Hear how federal regulators are tackling the issue. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County, whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Next Jeopardy!
An attorney, also a DJ.
I've started DJing legal conventions.
Do the lawyers really know how to party?
Yeah, they do.
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
The best of the best pre-owned vehicles are at IGBurton.com. Delmarva's pre-owned headquarters. We sell only the best of the best. Cars, trucks, and SUVs. And IG Burton will pay you top dollar for your trade-in, no matter what you drive. Shop the best of the best pre-owned vehicles right now at IGBurton.com. From vehicles under $10,000 to vehicles over $100,000. You'll find what you're looking for at IGBurton.com. Nobody beats a Burton deal on pre-owned. Nobody.
All next week, celebrate HGTV Week with your favorite design duos. And on my next show, Billy Gardell.
Friday at 2 on Coast TV.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
One of the only things worse than being sick and needing medication is being sick and needing medication that you can't actually get. Right now, some pharmacies are running low on certain generic drugs. And now federal regulators and the Department of Health and Human Services are looking into what's behind the shortages. HHS says that they plan to look at drug purchasing and wholesale companies to see if they're disrupting the supply chain. The agencies are already teaming up with the Justice Department to see how corporate control of healthcare is impacting patients.
With tax season upon us, yeah, I kind of forgot too. Bringing a maze of new rules, there's a workshop in Lewis that can help you break down all the new things this year. The Money School and the Lewis Public Library are presenting an in-person program. That's where you can learn techniques from managing taxes, including retirement contributions and tax-sensitive asset allocation. That's all happening at the Lewis Library March 13th at 2 o'clock. Registration can be made through the library. We'll be right back.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
Do you suffer from back pain, have trouble sleeping, or feel like you're slowing down? Hydrotherapy is clinically proven to reduce stress levels by 22%, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. Our saltwater hot tubs are a simpler, cleaner way to relax, using fewer chemicals, and are easier to maintain. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices. Visit Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro today and ask about our 0% financing options.
Dear Food Line, thanks for all the food. The food pantry lady says you give them boxes of fresh stuff all the time. My mama and me made the best dinner ever. After I said that to her, she started crying. But my mom said that can happen if you make someone really happy.
Thanks for making her really happy. P.S. Please put in less veggies next time.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope. Food Lion Feeds. Here for every moment.
For decades, John B. Parsons has been a sanctuary tailored to the needs of its residents. We are excited to now bring the same award-winning care to your home with Harrison Health at Home. Our family of experienced caregivers can help you maintain your independence in the comfort of your own home. Or, following an incident, our Bridge to Home program can help you with a temporary assisted living stay and personalized transition plan to get you back home. Harrison Senior Living, our family taking care of yours for 50 years.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
Here's a look at our Spicer Brothers camera from Salisbury. We're looking at a temperature to stay in the 40s. A look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We're calling for a first alert morning on Saturday, starting at midnight. That's when that Cinderella snow is going to hit. And we call it Cinderella snow because it's going to hit after the clock strikes midnight.
Paul, thank you. And thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition's up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.